The first humans on Earth were vegetarians. Their bodies were different to ours. They were created to become angels because, according to the scriptures, they were created a little lower than the angels. So after they had passed the test, they would have become angels and replaced Satan and his fallen angels. Now, Adam, as the Bible calls him, he lived until 930 years. They were vegetarians, and their bodies could have digest cellulose, so that plants, fruits, and vegetables were their primary diet, and they found all their nutrition. Of course, they would have had to have caloric foods like grains and so on, but basically they were just living off the land, the plants. But after they fell, humans came up with different ways of surviving. They started to amalgamate themselves with other of God's creation. And so today we call ourselves animals, but Adam and Eve, or the first parents, were not animals. They were different. Their bodies were different. And as animals, we are carnivorous. We need to eat meat. So we have the incisor, the canine. Adam and Eve maybe had only incisors, premolars, and molars because they needed to chop and chew. But we need to tear, which is an animal instinct. And it seems as if deep down in us we need this tearing behavior. So because we're animals, our bodies cannot digest cellulose. We use plants and cellulose to provide certain nutrients like minerals and vitamins and other things that I don't know about, and roughage. Now, vegetarianism in itself has no value. When it's combined with religion, then it makes a big difference, because we are born with life, like biological life. But when one gets into religion, then the higher power God gives him, Zoe, there's a life from above. It adds on to the bios, and it makes the life that vibrant. Now, there's the natural effects of vegetarianism, because many individuals who are vegetarians, they are intelligent, they're qualified, they have good jobs, and they have status in life, and so they have a better quality of life. They can afford to have exercise and to have good food and to supplement their food, etc. Plus they have hope and they have expectation, and they live longer. Now, I'm not sure. You see, you're born with a certain potential, and let us say that everybody could have lived to be 100 years. If one lives right with this vegetarian, using the illustration of 100 years, a person that lives wild might die 30, 40, no medical care, drugs, all that. But a person who has, vegetarianism, exercises, has a good attitude, and does everything right, he may live to, say, 70. But that's with bios and this vegetarianism. But with religion and the Zoe added on to the bios, you probably could live up to 90. So I would say that vegetarianism is good. Not in itself, but with the higher powers help, and living sensibly, I think one could live longer than normal.